to our next bit of news. The Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman, Maria Zakharova, has said that Russia still has no access to its detained citizens in Azerbaijan. This comes as Moscow and Baku are in discussed issues of concern. The talks are taking place between the head of the Russian Investigative Committee and Azerbaijan's Prosecutor General, according to the Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov. This communications comes in the wake of the arrest in Baku of Russian journalists at media outlet Sputnik, Azerbaijan. Meanwhile, Peskov has also said that Moscow will defend the legitimate interest of its nationals detained in Azerbaijan through diplomatic channels, using all available means. This comes after the Ministry of Internal Affairs of Azerbaijan accused a group of Russians of being members of organized criminal networks involved in cybercrime and drug smuggling. According to an Azerbaijani news agency, the Sabail District Court in Baku has ordered the 8 Russian citizens to be held in custody for 4 months. We're once again joined by Gilbert Doctorow to discuss this developing situation. Gilbert, how can Moscow justify demanding special treatment for its detained citizens in Azerbaijan when they're accused of such serious crimes like cybercrime and drug smuggling?
I think we have to take a step back. Where did this start? The relations between Azerbaijan and Russia, at least at the formal level, were very good. They were very good until Russia shot down an Azerbaijan passenger plane over its territory about a little bit less than 6 months ago. And that could have been taken care of in a normal way had the Russians done what is accepted in such circumstances. The shooting down was probably a mistake, which occurred because the plane was flying in an area where there were drone attacks at the same time from Ukraine. And it is conceivable, if the Russian explanation was correct, that this was caught in crossfire as the Russians were trying to destroy these drones. However, the Russians did not do what civilized behavior dictates. They did not apologize to Azerbaijan for this catastrophe. They did not offer compensation for to the families of the bereaved whose passengers died in that crash, nor did they offer compensation for the plane. And this came several months after the Azerbaijanis had mistakenly shot down a Russian helicopter, I'm not sure exactly where, and then profusely apologized to Russia and paid compensation. So the contrast in behavior was stark. The Azerbaijanis took offense. Mr. Aliyev, the head of the government in Azerbaijan, personally took offense. He is a Russian speaker. He graduated from the prestigious Magimo University in Moscow. He is favorably disposed to Russia, and now he is definitely not disposed to Russia because of Moscow's bad behavior. And what we saw in the last few days, including the arrest of the Sputnik journalist that you mentioned, and the death in custody of a couple of Azerbaijanis in Ekaterinburg, which happened a day or two ago and prompted a further spat between the two countries. This is an exacerbation of relations that is not needed and could have been avoided if Moscow had behaved properly. It still has not behaved properly.
Gilbert Doctorow, thank you very much for your insight on that. We now move over